Okay, Hazelmega here. So I'm doing a follow-up video for the Suron Lightbee insurance. So this is like the hardest freaking kind of motorcycle vehicle that I've ever tried to get registration and insurance for. It's a real pain in the ass. But so uh, so I got this memo from Progressive saying like, hey, we can't insure your bike, or we can't report it to DMV that you have insurance. So it's like what I mentioned before. I was wondering if they were gonna say, like, they were gonna verify with the California DMV that that the bike had insurance, and then sure enough I get this memo, and I'll show you the memo right now. It's on my computer screen. There it is. Progressive Motorcycle. In order to verify your insurance with the California Department of Motor Vehicles, we require to share information with them. So that's what I was talking about. They have to report like what they have insured and stuff, and then they let the DMV know, and then you will if whatever you're riding isn't insured, the DMV will let you know, and they'll suspend your registration. So real pain in the ass. But while preparing to send that information, we discovered that we have an incorrect vehicle identification number for the vehicle listed below, which means you can't verify your liability coverage. And here it just says Suron Lightbee. I had to edit in there to get it right, and then the VIN number is right here. So yeah. So if you remember correctly from the last video, to get it what's the word, to get it to work in their system, the operator added 2 extra zeros to the VIN number, and then so I guess they don't want to do that. So I called them, and I told them about the memo I got, and they're like, oh well, it was just a lot of like, oh, we can't do it. It's not a scooter. Like it's not a scooter, but under their policy thing, it says scooter moped, right? So I mean, I know, yeah, I don't know. They sound like they just didn't want to do it, like, because they don't insure mopeds or something, but they do. So it's kind of weird. So I said, all right, forget it. I'm just gonna leave it on there for now, just to prove that I have insurance, and then when the DMV sends me a letter or something, I'm just gonna go there and say like, hey, look, I got insurance right here, and they're gonna say, hey, the VIN number is wrong. It's got like 2 zeros or something. So, so lo and behold, I looked up some other insurance thingies, and I called Geico. So Geico was another big insurance company, and I went to their website. Their website's actually pretty good. It's pretty easy to get, put your stuff in, punch in all your info. Like, I had the autofill, like, do most of the stuff, and it actually found a bunch of cars that were at my address and stuff that I guess we had Geico Insurance at some point. And then now I do again. Yeah, so you just put all your information in there, like the motorcycle info and stuff. I think I can actually go there but yeah, so there's the stuff you put in for your license and stuff. But I already talked to the operator. That's the VIN number right there. So so to get it to actually go through the system, I had to add the 2 X's or zeros or at the end, and then it would say like, okay, we'll do it, and then it said it was only $20. But then when I had to call, I called them just to double check. So I called this number down here, right here. It says you can call them anytime. And the cool thing is, like, when you call them and if you filled out all this stuff and you call them, they'll know like all the stuff that you've put in already. It's kind of convenient, and kind of surprising too at the same time. They know everything you're doing. but yeah. And one thing I was very surprised in is they do have 2018 Suron Lightbee. They actually had a thing in there, Suron, that you could choose, but it wouldn't accept the VIN number because it's a 15-digit and they're looking for a 17-digit. So what I had to do is call the operator again to get my insurance, and then I talked to her, and like she seemed very much more willing to help than the Progressive operator. So I said, okay, let's do this. And then yeah, and I was surprised it was like she told me it was $141. I was like, whoa, that's a big difference from where it was before. It was like $20. Yeah, it was about $20 for Progressive. I was like, man, that's a big difference. Okay, and then what was it? And then so I took so I had all these optional coverages and stuff on for. So I said like, okay, just take all that stuff off. I don't really plan. I don't really need all that stuff. Like that's like that uninsured motorist coverage and medical payments and stuff like that. So I said, okay, just take all that stuff off. Like I don't need it. Just trying to get the cheapest prices like as much as I can, you know, because I plan to really just use this thing as a dirt bike, you know. And what's the word? It went down to about $80. That's what I want to say. It was roughly $80. So it's like 4 times as expensive as the Progressive, but like Progressive couldn't do it. I was like, dang it, come on. I don't know. It's because if it's a special, you know, a special vehicle or something. But yeah, it was real pain in the ass. So I said, okay, $80 a year. Still, that's okay. I can do $80 a year. It's kind of expensive compared to my motorcycle insurance. My motorcycle insurance is like dirt cheap. So Progressive was cheaper, but they weren't willing to work with the Suron. So that's too bad. Too bad for Progressive, and too bad for me because I have to pay more for Geico. So I got Geico insurance for it now. When I get the insurance card, I will show you. I'll show you what it looks like, and yeah. So it's kind of weird. Like the California DMV is cool with this VIN number and all that stuff, but no one else is, or at least Progressive isn't. So that's my experience trying to get insurance for this thing. It's a real pain in the ass, dude. Yeah, but it is kind of cool to be able to ride it on the street like a normal bike, you know. And it could totally, from what I've noticed, it can totally keep up with the cars on the street, provided you're not in like a 40 or 50 zone or something, you know. Yeah. So yeah, that's my follow-up video to the insurance video. Unfortunately, Progressive didn't want to do it. I don't know why. It was actually in the Geico system though. Like you could actually go online and put Suron bike. Like there's a drop-down menu, and then it says Suron, and then it will say Suron Light B. So somebody else has insurance for Suron Light B. You know, I guess through Geico. That's probably why. I don't know, but that I had to go with Geico, and it's more expensive. So unfortunately, so kind of sucks, but it's all right. At least I got insurance for it. I will do a follow-up video for the registration. I don't think you have to pay annual registration for the moped. So one way that saves money is if I was gonna register it as an OHV, which I was gonna do when I bought one, off-highway vehicle, like the green sticker and the red sticker thing. I'm pretty sure it'd be a green sticker. You would have to pay fees like every 2 years or something, and I mean it goes to the OHV, you know, it goes to OHV stuff like taxes and stuff, so it goes to a good cause and everything, but yeah, if you don't have to pay annual registration for the moped, then it's for life, then that's good, that's cool. I just have to pay for the insurance, so hopefully it'll go down sometime, but I don't know. I think it's because I think it was cheaper with Progressive because I have all my motorcycles are insured by Progressive, so that's why it was cheaper to do it. But so I had to go to Geico with my one bike, you know, and that's probably why it's more expensive. So all right, so that's the follow-up video for the whatchamacallit, the insurance on the Light B. So hopefully it'll be all squared away, and I won't get any kind of notice from the DMV saying, "Hey, you don't got insurance," but I do. So that's what I feared would happen, and it kind of did happen. I didn't get any kind of notice from the DMV yet, but I said, like, okay, well, Progressive doesn't really want to help, so I'm gonna go over to Geico and do it there. So and they were much more willing to do it. I'll tell you that now. At least the operator was. Yeah. So, all right. The Progressive operator actually suggested I go find somebody else. I was like, what the? Come on, man. It's you guys' job to sell insurance, right? And you guys telling me to go to the competition, basically. So yeah, it's kind of, I don't know, that's kind of bad business, if you ask me. All right, here's me go. Okay, so here's one of the things that this is one of the things for the Suron insurance that I had to do. Like, so I declined one of the coverages. So it's this California uninsured motorist bodily injury coverage. So you have to have, I guess, I declined one of the coverages. I think it's this underinsured motorist coverage here. That's if somebody hits you and like they don't have insurance or something, and yeah, it would suck. But yeah, like they don't have insurance, or they don't have enough insurance. I highly doubt if they had insurance, they would have enough insurance to fix your bike, man, or at least buy you a new one. There's the Suron's like only so expensive, so that's why I would say just don't even get this. If somebody hits you and they don't have insurance, then yeah, I don't know, sue their ass. But yeah, so to decline this, I have to click this thing here and then hit continue, and then alright, so basically I had to just read this form and then say, hey, I reject all this stuff, and then I get the cheaper coverage. If I don't, it goes back to like the more expensive coverage, the $140. So I don't want that. Not for this bike. It's not like I'm riding like a Ducati or something. So yeah, that's my reasoning. Like, yeah, it's not a very expensive bike. If I break it, if it gets broken, I can fix it. If I can't fix it, I'll just buy another one, or like I said, I'll sue their ass if it's their fault. Yeah. So okay. So here is the this is what the Geico website looks like. So here we have the Suron Light B here, and then it has my location 95133. You can check the VIN number. So that's my VIN number. So there's the correct VIN number that's on my ID card. So the DMV isn't going to give me any shit for that. So they're actually able to do it. They're actually able to put it in their system. That's good. And it says the vehicle purchase date was today, but it was actually like 2 weeks ago or something. That's my name. Vehicle equipment. It's a motorcycle, motor scooter, or ATV. Okay, that's good enough. Anti-theft device. You know what? I could probably say I have anti-theft. I'll probably carry a bike lock with me. Vehicle has been modified or enhanced with permanently installed equipment. Well, you know what? It kinda is, but I'm not gonna say anything. It does have the X controller. That's probably the most expensive modification on it. Yeah, so that's some of the stuff that if you're gonna get insurance for your Suron Light B thing. So, and I'll show you what the ID card so just in case you're wondering what discounts I got, I'm like a brand new customer, sort of like for Geico. So here I got the good driver discount. I think they go over your driving record and see how good driver you are. I have like an exemplary driver record. Okay, I've had like no tickets, no accidents, ever. So I'm not gonna lie, I have gotten some tickets, but I've gotten them dismissed. So I have a 5-year good driver discount. So for 5 years I've had no accidents or anything. And I've taken the motorcycle rider safety course. I got a motorcycle safety course discount. So I took a MSF basic rider course when I was in the Army Reserves. So because they make you take it. So and you actually get a discount for that. I don't think Progressive does that. So I'm not sure, but yeah. So those are the discounts that I got. It's pretty cool. Okay, Hazelmig here, doing quick. This is another quick clip on the insurance card. I did the one for the Progressive one, so so this is the card that they give you. So it just says Geico. There's their policy number right here, and then when it expires and stuff. And here is the year, make, and model. 2018 Suron Lightbee. They got it right on the first try, unlike Progressive. They had like what they had, like Suron Luna Cycle or something. I don't know. And then the vehicle ID number, they got it right. So it's a 15 digit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, 15 digits. So unlike 17. I wish freaking Suron or Luna Cycle would have got, you know, a correct, proper VIN numbers, you know. So if you're gonna make this do it easier, you know, and then it has your address, your name and address here. So I kind of blocked it out, so for the video. All right, so that's a dealie. So unfortunately, Progressive has lost their customer, at least for the Suron. They were a lot more. Geico was a lot more willing to help than Progressive. So, all right, here's my go. So yeah, also I will do I'll do a follow-up video on if anything happens with the insurance again. So this is my first follow-up video. So we'll probably have a second follow-up video if anything happens, or if nothing happens, you know. Because like I said, the Geico needs to report to DMV, that California DMV, that I have insurance on the bike and that I can operate it. If that doesn't happen, then they send me a letter saying, hey, we're going to suspend your dealie if you don't show us the proof of insurance. So one thing I could have probably done was just stay with the Progressive Insurance, and then when I do get that letter saying that, like, hey, well, they also, Progressive said like they might just drop the coverage because like it's like we don't do that, you know. That sounded like that's what they were gonna do. If I didn't respond to that memo, they would have called me and say, hey, we're gonna drop your coverage on the Lightbee. Too bad, sucker, type of thing. So Progressive didn't want to do it, so that's fine. So we just got to Geico. So we'll see if we'll go see if we'll have any problems with the Geico insurance. Like, I had a lot of problems with the Progressive one, so I said, fuck it, I'm out. But yeah, they said they were gonna drop the coverage. So I said, like, well, that's no good. And I also told them, like, yeah, I was like, they're asking me what I want to do. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna keep it on there right now with the weird VIN number that you get that's on there, just to show that I have coverage. But it's like, what if you got I was thinking in my head, like, what if you did get in an accident, you know, and somebody got hurt, and then you're trying to call your insurance and say, hey, but and then the number on your VIN number is like, it has 2 extra zeros, is not perfectly the same. We're not gonna honor your claim, you know, this and that. So like, I didn't want any of that kind of shit to happen. So, you know, keep your ass covered, type of thing, you know. Yeah, so that's the reason I wanted to go with Geico, since they accepted the VIN number and, you know, they got everything right. So they're it seemed like they're more properly equipped for Suron. I'm sure somebody else out there probably has Geico insurance for their Suron, so that's probably why. You know, somebody has already jumped through the hoops that I'm jumping through right now. So, but yeah. Yeah, I was very happy with the way, you know, the Geico operator, you know, did the deal. So, so yeah, there will be a follow-up video if anything happens in the future. I don't. Sorry about the noise outside. I don't foresee any problems in the future. I think it's good to go. So the money I save, I'm not doing annual insurance. It kind of went towards that insurance, paying more for the insurance. It kind of sucks that I have to pay a lot for it, especially since I honestly don't think I'm going to be riding the Lightbee that much. Like, I notice it's like for doing short trips, you know, really short trips, or going to the store. Yeah, it's great, you know, and then just park it at the bike rack like a bicycle, you know. Like, I mean, I don't foresee myself really riding it that much. That's why I have a lot of other bikes. So if I need to go somewhere far, we use a different bike. But the Light Bee, it's great for just zipping around town a little bit. It's really small and light, and easy to maneuver in other places. Unlike compared to like a motorcycle, motorcycle's a lot bigger. So and I found that out when I was riding on Sierra yesterday. So yeah, I put that. For the mileage, I put like 500 to 1,000 miles, and I think the previous owner on the odometer right now is like 600 miles. They put 600 miles on that bike already, so we'll see. I don't foresee myself riding it more than 500 miles, but we'll see. I do plan to ride it off road and stuff, and take it places, so should be fun. All right, here's my out.